Hello children, what do we need in our day-to-day life? What are the basic requirements we need in our day-to-day life? We need shelter, we need clothing, and the most importantly is we need food for our survival. So today in this lesson, we are going to learn about Jesus becomes our bread. Hetu. Hetu means aim. So the aim in this lesson is to make the children understand that during the Eucharistic celebration, Jesus becomes our bread of life. Now, before we go to this lesson, here is a small story for you about a poor mother. In a village known as Udaipur, that is in Rajasthan, there was a school, and the name of the school was Little Flower High School. In this school, there was a religion teacher, and this teacher would teach the children about religion and how we have to help and serve, love and care for the poor. So as teacher was teaching one day, there was a small girl. Name of the girl was Punita. She stood up and she told the teacher that in her village there was a family, a poor family. The child in this family did not have a father, so the mother took care of the family with great difficulty. So, so they all discussed now how we should help this poor family. And they took a decision that they would collect some food and take to this family. So from that day on, children went home and every day when they came to school, they brought a handful of grain as teacher had told them. Every day they brought a handful and they gave it to their teacher, and the teacher collected it in a sack. Okay, and as days passed, there was one full sack of grains, and the children were very happy. So what they decided that one evening they would go to the family and hand over this sack of grains to the mother. So they went to the family and they gave it to the mother. Okay, and the mother was very happy to see the love and affection of the children. She was full of tears, but as she was crying with happiness, she remembered there was another old lady in her village who was also poor and who used to sleep without eating one time because no one was there to take care of her. So what this mother decided, she opened the sack and she removed half of the grains for them, and the remaining half she packed and she took it to the old lady. And looking at this, the children were very happy that this mother's heart was full of compassion, and all of them were very happy and they went home. with joy. Okay, so you saw even this lady in the story, the mother was poor, but still she remembered that another family was poor in her village. So she tried to help them also. Okay, so this is how we have to be caring and loving towards the poor. In the same way, Jesus also loved the poor. He loved us. Yes or no, children? In front of him, there is no rich, no poor. For him, everyone is equal. So, so we also have to be loving and caring towards the poor. Now, when we look around in our village or in our society, what do we find? We see so many people who are poor. Yes or no? When we go to Mapsa, we see people sitting down, begging for food. We go to the railway station, we see people sitting, and there are small children also with them. Yes or no? Sometimes we feel sorry for them. What do we do sometimes? Sometimes we give them something to eat. Yes or no? We give them money. So it has to be like that. We have to see Jesus in this poor people. Okay. Now, Jesus also loved and cared for the poor. So, in this lesson, you'll have to read the verse of Matthew 14:13 to 21. And in this verse, it tells about how Jesus fed 5,000 people with 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread. Okay. Now, this children, we in our day-to-day life, we said we need shelter, clothing, and food. Yes or no? When Jesus used to preach, you have we used to we see that so many children walk behind him. Now, why they used to walk behind him? Because he used to tell them stories, he used to feed them, he used to do miracles, and he used to heal people. So that is why people used to walk behind Jesus. Now, we have seen in the reading that there were so many people behind walking behind Jesus, around 5,000 people. So he had to feed all of them, no? Because they were hungry. They were listening to Jesus and they were hungry. So Jesus called someone and he told them, he asked them, what do you have with you? They said, we have 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread. Now, was this enough for all these people? No. But what did Jesus do? Jesus did a miracle. Jesus took it in his hand. He gave thanks to the Father, broke it, and he gave it to the people. And all the people were happy. Eating all and eating, everyone was happy, and it was sufficient for 5,000. Just 2 fishes and 5 loaf of bread. So the same thing happens in the Eucharistic celebration. What does the Father? What do we do? We offer offerings to the Father. Then Father gives thanks and breaks the bread. And then this bread is served or given to the people. Now what does Jesus teach us in this lesson? that to help the needy without accepting anything in return. Thank God for the food we receive, as there are many people who do not get even one-time meal. Feed the hungry and do not waste any food. How can we be good in our day-to-day life? By eating together at home, by saying our prayers before and after meals, by sharing a tiffin with our friends, by feeding the hungry, by reading the Bible, and by attending Mass during birthdays. Now, there are few saints who loved and took care of the needy and the homeless. Do you know them? That is Saint Joseph Vaz, Mother Teresa, and Saint Vincent de Paul. So, in this lesson, we have learned how to love and care for the poor. Thank you.